I look crazy. I look crazy. I look crazy. All right. Now, sorry, because I was getting interrupted by fucking everybody in the whole world. All right. So, oh my god, that pimple is intrusive. I feel so dry. All right, well, I got one of my eyelashes on, as y'all can see. I'm just trying to make sure sis is laying down. All right. All right. Let's do the other one. All right, I need music though. I got some good news though. Like, I just basically need, I'm about to transfer schools. I'll get more into that like when I actually do. But I'm about to transfer colleges right now. Go to a community college, and I took like a little. Okay, well, that's what I gotta talk about. Let's have a story time. Let's have a story time. Okay, while I finish my makeup. Okay, so yeah, I go to a community college right now. Okay, yeah, I go to a community college right now, and I'm about to transfer to a 4-year school. And honestly, this is for all the people at the community college too. Do not feel like you have to rush to leave to get to the next step. Like, as long as you're doing things to make the process like go on. Let me get my eyelash ready. As long as you're doing things to make the process go, then you're doing just fine. Like me, for instance, I started going to community college 2017, September. So okay, it's gonna go into like my whole little college ordeal, I guess. So I went to start school 2017 in September. I did very good my first semester. I'm always talking about that because I get so happy about that. My first semester of college, I had a 3.6 GPA. Pat myself on the back because I did terrible in high school. Nope. It's crazy because my freshman year of high school, my sophomore year of high school, and my junior year of high school, I was like doing terrible. I was getting like C's and D's and I was bad. My senior year, honor roll, whole 4 terms. I was even the salutatorian, right? That's what that means, yeah. So basically, I was the one. I was like, you know what got me about that? We're gonna talk about that real quick. You know what got me about that? I just got so mad at the fact that I was literally like 2 points away from the girl who was valedictorian. Like, you know, I just felt like we both should have had it, but it was fine. It's okay, it was fine. I still was salutatorian, so I'll take it. But yeah, that. But yeah, so back to my whole college experience. So I started school. Oh my god, it's my eye. I started school and it was good. So dang, we're gonna get personal right now. Okay. So basically, okay, so 2017 I started school. That summer, before I started school, I'm never gonna get into it. I'm just gonna say that I got hit in the head with a machete, and that gave me head tremors. And it's crazy that I'm even able to talk about this now because I used to be so ashamed of it. Like, I was embarrassed by it because I don't know. Like, it was something new. I never in my life, like, my head's never shook. So it's like when that incident happened and it caused my head to do that, I didn't feel like myself. So I would say that kind of started my depression, kind of put me into a depression because, like, it was affecting me in school. Like, I didn't feel comfortable enough to sit in the class with other people because my head, at that time, my head tremors were so bad. Like, and, like, my head tremors, like, they start from emotion. So, like, if I'm too happy, if I'm too sad, if I'm too mad, like, any emotion, like, if it's too much, my head shakes. Or even when, like, it could be somebody else having their own personal conflict. But if it's in front of me, it affects my head because it's conflict. Like, it just happens. So, I still deal with that. And, yeah, so back to that. So, 2017 in July 14th, like a month after I graduated, I got hit in the head with a machete. We're not going to get into that. Maybe one day I'll go have a whole story time about that, but I don't want to. But I got hit in the head with a machete. And it sliced like my head like from here to here. Had to get like 12 staples in my head. Yeah, so there's that. That happened. And then I was in school. I did pretty good. Like, my head traumas weren't bad my first semester. Then when the spring came, the second semester, that's where I started struggling. Like, I would have to, like, walk out of my class because my head would shake. And it got to a point where, like, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, I was uncomfortable in class due to something that somebody did to me. And it made me, like, discouraged. Like, at a point, I remember around that time, like, I was thinking about stopping going to school because I'm just like, how am I going to do this? And, like, my head shakes. And then I'm just like, if I was to stop going to school, necessarily the person who did that to me would win. That's how I think about it. The person who did that heinous act would win. And from that, I didn't give up. Like, I took, like, honestly, I took, like, a semester off. And I was working. And I tried that for a bit. My head was still, like, shaking. So then, that's when I had to start seeing, like, more doctors and figure out, like, what's the right medicine for it. And, like, how to treat it and deal with it. Because, like, I'm only 23 years old. Like, my life can't be on hold because of that, you know? Like, it's just, like, I'm not going to do that to myself. So, that happened. And, hold on, let me get this eyelash on. Hold on. Hold on. So that happened, and I got hit in the head. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, so with school, yeah, I took the semester off, and then I went back. Yeah, I went back. Was it that summer? I probably have to look at, like, my transcript, but I think that summer I went back. I took, like, 2 classes to get, like, I guess my feet back in the water, get comfortable back going. So I did that. And it was okay. And then, December 2018, my dad died. I don't know what better way to say that. Yeah. And if I already wasn't distraught from, like, my head tremors, that definitely did something to me. Like, honestly, like, growing up, like, my dad was my best friend. Like, we did everything together. Like, for, like, I still remember for, like, a long period of time, honestly, that was my only friend. Like, we would always go to the park on Tuesdays. We'd always, like, go out to eat. Well, like, I don't know. Like, I spent a lot of time with my dad. Like, I spent a lot of time with my dad. And, like, we always had fun. And, like, it's crazy. Because he was, like, the first person to ever make me feel, like, loved. Like, I don't know what it was. But, like, I just didn't feel that, I guess. And, like, he was the only person that made me feel that way. Like, because, like, maybe because, I don't know. The way my family is, everybody don't say, like, I love you. Like, we love each other, but everybody doesn't say it. Like, it's not, like, something that's, like, said all the time. So, I got that from my dad, so I didn't really need that from anybody else. I don't know if that makes sense. But, oh my gosh, it's in my eye. But, yeah, so basically when my dad died, that was, like, my main parent. I'm not gonna fix this. Like, he was the first person that I told that I had head tremors to, like, for a while. When it first started happening, I didn't tell anybody. Ooh. When it first started happening, I didn't tell anybody because, I was embarrassed. Like, I was like, I don't know, like, I thought it was something I did, like, and I'm like, it can't be because if it's something that I did, this would have been happening to me. Like, you know, it never happened to me before until that. And yeah, like, he was the very first person I told, because like I just was so ashamed. Like, now I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. Like, I know how to like deal with it better, and I know like when I need to distance myself, and I do it. Woo! But it's like, oh my god, that took time. So obviously now it's been 2 years since my dad died, and 3 years that I've had the tremor. Yeah, 3 years I have the tremor. Woo! It's been a roller coaster. It has been a roller coaster. Like, honestly, it has. I'm trying to think. I need to do my foundation. It's just crazy because it's like that happened and it like derailed me. But it's like with situations like that, woo, you can't even. I don't know. The best advice I can get to somebody who has went through that or dealt with that is the oh, I see it. You just have to like pray. You have to pray, like. Ooh. 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 I just gotta make it stay because it's like it's always the corner. Damn, why did I come that close? I can't roll up. Yeah, let me get my foundation. But more of why I shared that is just like you go through some trying things, and it's like it's just really up to you to not allow those things to break you. Actually, because you can be broken and fix yourself. Because I feel like I've been there. So you could be broken and fix yourself. There's always a chance. Let me get my foundation. You could be broken and fix yourself. There's always like that, but it's also like too like it takes time to rebuild. Like it takes time to rebuild. Like it. I don't know. You go through that. Let me get my Fenty thing. You go through that and everybody handles things differently. Like, you know, like, oh, this one got broken. Do I want to try a lighter color? No, I don't want to look ghosty. I think I'm a mix. But, yeah, more of that is like, you just have to be the one to remain strong. Like, you have to be the one to keep yourself grounded. You can't rely on somebody else to do that. You have to be your own happiness. Like, yeah. But anyways, maybe I'll finish that on another note, but let's get into this. I'm using my Fenty primer. Can you see that? Boop, boop, boop. It's almost gone, but whatever. Yeah, so I apply that to my skin. You know what's crazy? My sister, my older sister, because like I said, I'm the youngest. My older sister is the one who got me into priming, because necessarily I was not doing this. Like, I was like, yeah, I like to do this messy look. I was like, what was I? It's crazy. All right, basically, I have eczema. And so my skin is like sensitive and dry and like, you know, like I can't put anything on my face. Like, I have to be very like cautious or I'll break out badly. So with the primer, with the primer, I didn't think I was gonna like, I don't know, like keep it like basically like I like to put something on my skin before I put makeup on to protect it, because I don't want to break out, because when I break out and it's really bad. And I didn't think primer was going to do anything for me, but honestly, something I didn't know about primer is that it makes your makeup stick better. So yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, my makeup was sticking, I think, but like, I feel like it does a lot more now that I use the primer, because like it has something like to stick to. Down here, yeah, something to stick to. Ooh, ooh. Ugh. Hold on, I gotta make this stick. Alright, I have to fix that. Yeah, so now I use primer and the whole look comes together more. But I never used to be into makeup. Like now, like, I never used to be into makeup. I feel like this is the year that I got into makeup, because like, I don't know, I needed something else to do to keep me busy. So then I started doing this, and then I seen that I like it. And like, as I practiced, I found different looks. I found different looks that I like. Like, I'll probably post a video of like this cute look I did during the summer. I did a few actually, but I think the one I liked the most was like the purple one I did with like a hint of green, money green. Perfect. But I'll try it again. But okay. Today I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place foundation. Yeah. So I dropped it, don't judge me. So it looks crazy, but these things ain't cheap, so I wasn't gonna throw it away. I'm forgetting something. I like to I put like, so I have some dark spots, like one right here, one up here, one over here. So I what I like to do for my dark spots, I put concealer on it, and then I'll correct it. Or sometimes I use this corrector from CoverGirl, True Blend. I use the green one, or I'll use this yellow one. But sometimes the yellow covers your spot better, so. But sometimes I mix them, so. Let's see, because I haven't used this in a while. Alright, boop. Okay, so I just put them on my dark spots. Like that. Sometimes I do it like around my lip, because it's like, I don't know, I see like dark. I don't know, I just like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to makeup, so I just be hitting everything. But I be leaving it like this. I'll blend it in a little bit, but barely, because I noticed that when I put the foundation right over it, it covers it so good. Oh, and then I have one up here because I burnt myself when I was like 12 with the flat iron. I was trying to straighten my wannabe bangs, or whatever bangs I made myself. There. And I'll be back when it's all blended.